Hey guys, thanks for coming back to On The Go Crypto. What is about to happen for Kaspa? This could be a very massive week. We're going to talk about a couple of things. I want to get into the details. First, I want to thank you guys for coming back to another video. Please do give the video a like, guys. You know that's all I ever need from you fine ladies and gentlemen. You guys help me build this channel. You know I appreciate your time and attention, and thank you personally, guys, for each and every one of your likes. You know they make a massive difference, and by now you know that I really appreciate you choosing to support me that way. Let's get started with this. It's going to be massive. Everyone's, in the short term, let's cover short term first and then long term. And then honestly, this week, everyone's freaking out on the daily. If you've been here for more than 5 minutes, you understand this is nothing. I mean, Bitcoin went down like 12 or 13%, which is literally nothing. Guys, everybody that's been here, that's not a newbie, understands that 40 and 50% bull run dips are real. 12 to 15% is nothing. And if you're freaking out over that, you don't belong in crypto. You need to go back to a much more stable vanilla income asset investing stream. This is nothing. So this is why, the fear and greed has finally made its way back below the 50 mark, which is honestly where I love to see it. This is a shopping season for me and anybody that knows what they're doing here. But this is why this is why Kaspa is going down, because most things are going down. There are going to be people that tell you, well, it's going down also because it's delayed and it's this. Listen, just come over here to CoinMarketCap, click on the, I'll even show you how to get there if you're new, right? Come to CoinMarketCap and then go right here and click on market cap. This brings you to the global crypto market cap as a whole, and it'll show you where things are, the overall, the temperature of the network, right? Like the whole scene is down. Not a big deal. Honestly, this is where you should be buying things and DCAing, but you know what? To each his own. Do whatever you want to do. Smart people buy when things like this are happening. Smart money buys here. Dumb money freaks out. But Kaspa, there's so much going on with Kaspa. It's right around the corner. I wanted to highlight this. I retweeted this. Wolfie put this out earlier, and I reposted it. Wolfie reposted somebody named Saint. Looks like Saint1V on Twitter. Put this out, BlackRock and Kaspa. It's just an interesting point, right? I just want to cover this real quick, and I'm going to get into the crazy stuff. BlackRock, the world's leading asset manager, owns 15% of Marathon. Okay, so for those of you that didn't know that, now you do. Not a big deal, but this is really what I wanted to highlight. Remember, Marathon is the world's largest mining company for Bitcoin, and they only mine one altcoin, one other thing. That's Kaspa. And a lot of people have made the argument that, yeah, they mine Kaspa because they use that. It's cheaper to sell and to buy more Bitcoin. There are a lot of assets that they could do that with. A whole lot of other ones they could have been doing it the whole time with. They chose not to. So that's kind of a hard argument to drive home. But it is an argument people make nonetheless. Grayscale. I wanted to point this out. On the 9th of January, just a couple of days ago, Grayscale retweeted out their current assets under consideration. Right at the first asset that they listed was Kaspa. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a coincidence. Probably, right? Probably nothing there to see. This is that list when you follow the link that they provided on the 9th. Again, the only currency under consideration, Kaspa. Don't forget how big of a deal that is. You think they would be just listing some random, dead-end street? Obviously, if you're watching this video, you are educated in the space enough to at least consider investing in Kaspa. And what made you consider that? The legitimacy or the hype? It's definitely not the hype right now because, like we've seen, people are extremely, look at the monthly, and it's to be understood. Look at the monthly. The monthly is an ugly chart, still down almost 29%. We get it. We understand. But there's a lot of people that focus on this instead of this. Remember what you hold, because Grayscale is not considering listing things that aren't worth that time. You've seen some of the other massive names on the consideration list for other sectors. This is where it gets real. Binance just will not stop. They will not stop teasing about listing Kaspa. The most recent tweet from Binance today, 4 hours ago now, is what is the blockchain trilemma? For those of you that are you know what you're doing here. You know what Kaspa is. You understand the relation. For those of you that don't, Kaspa is the only crypto in history that actually does solve the blockchain trilemma. I recommend going to Binance's Twitter, reading up on this to give yourself a quick education on that. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. I'm going to go back to the Kaspa CMC page, and we're going to go right here to the wallets, Binance Web3 wallet. Now, I know that this has been here for a little bit, but what a lot of people don't realize is after this big hype came out a few months ago, or a couple of months ago, whenever that was, with Binance Web3 wallet icon popping up here on the CMC profile. Well, once the big storm happened about it, CMC pulled this icon off of Kaspa's profile for weeks and weeks. And that was a massive FUD point. Oh, see, guys, it was an accident, they said. See, guys, it was a human error, they said. Well, this has been back up here for over a week now. People just aren't talking about it. I don't even know if they noticed that it came back. I noticed that it came back, but I kind of wanted to see the tempo of, the FUD and see if anyone had anything to say about it. And no one said anything about it. But with this tweet coming out 4 hours ago, it kind of makes you wonder what's going on. Now, why do I bring up that? Well, obviously it's bullish, but most importantly, on the all-time chart, if you go to the most recent pump that looks like on CMC, they have it topping out on December 8th, around 18.08 cents, right? Look at the volume. The volume here is just over $383 million in 24-hour trading volume. That's what I want to point out. This whole pump right here set new all-time highs for Kaspa in trading volume. That's not normal. These pumps have all had a lot of volume, but they've all gotten up in the twos, right? It's not really ever been more than that. And I want people to understand how significant that is, especially with Binance tweeting things like this and putting their Web3 wallet icon on here again. What I'm pointing out is that this was obviously a big exchange packing their bag, okay, on the way up here, exceeding current all-time highs at the time in 24-hour trading volume. Somebody was packing their bags, and then they got them packed, and they stopped, and what happened? Since December 8th, it's been, another downhill. Someone packed their bags, someone big, someone enough to make a new 24-hour trading volume all-time highs over the course of these days, one after the other, just like smoking guns, boom, boom, boom. Who could that have been that hasn't already listed Kaspa? It really makes you wonder, are we about to see that Kaspa Binance spot listing? It's a huge deal. I know I don't have to tell you that, but I mean, for the FUDsters and the people living in the trenches, this might be the time to maybe start trying to spin your narrative that you've been pimping out for the last 3 or 4 months about Kaspa not making it above 50 cents. This is the time. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know how you feel about the grayscale, about the Binance, the hints. I mean, who else are they talking about with the blockchain trilemma? Nobody else that I can think of. Let me know if you can. What do you think about this showing back up? This is a big deal. People don't put the breadcrumbs together enough in crypto, and unfortunately, those are the people that don't get to get in ahead of the pumps. You could get in ahead of the pumps. Definitely wouldn't be a bad time to get in on a Kaspa bag right now. You guys know you can find us in a private group. You already know we have one. You already know that we are a tight family in there. It's a group that's never going to be more than 300 people, guys. We like to keep it tight together. We know everybody's name. Everybody knows what everybody does, their kids' names. This is a real group with a real crypto family. We like to keep it together. But if you guys keep it here on the channel, you guys know I appreciate your time and attention regardless. You know that by now. And you know that I really do appreciate you stopping by here. I know that you could choose to be anywhere else. So I do appreciate you coming through here, even if you don't subscribe and even if you don't like my stuff. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning when the American markets open Monday, and we'll see how these things go. We'll see where this sneaky tweet takes us. I really do hope you guys come see us. And remember, above all else, guys, stay calm and make that money. I'll see you again. Thanks.